I'm here to share another journal that I've made. This one was made for as a gift for someone who did something very special for me, and so I just wanted to gift her back with something to show my appreciation. So this is the cover. The main collection I used for this kit, as you can probably see, is from Artie Mays, and it's called Victorian Women Spring. So I made it out of a hanging file folder, the green ones, and I put Tyvek inside between the cover and the paper that I lined it with. Okay, so we've got ribbon and we've got some little flowers with golden threads woven through, and some crushed tulle and a doily, and then one of the images from the kit. Rolling it around, you can see there's lace on the spine that runs to the back, and the lace that was on the front just comes all the way around. I put an eyelet there. Other collections that I used in this kit, or from other artists, I used some from Tsunami Rose, from Sue Olson, from Cameo Shop, and from Christie Art. So those are the ones I used to create this. And I used more of my book pages from the book, The Notebook. And I machine sewed around, added some little flowers as I showed you. Okay, let's go inside. On the cover, I put a pocket that I made with the book and a portion of one of the pages I had left over with some lace across the top. I loved this image, and that's why she's on the front cover. There are so many colors, blues and lavenders and golds and pinks and peaches, and it's just a beautiful image. And on the other side, on every one of the main pages, I did put lined paper from the collection that that I purchased and used. Okay, so here's a library card with the card inside. I did do, on most all the roses, I did use Wink Stella to just give them that little glitz I like. Okay, and right here inside this little, it's a tuck spot, is an envelope from the collection, and I just put some extra. I have both coffee and tea dyed papers and stained in this journal, so I'll let you see it. Some stamping, some paper clips with ribbon story. I don't have that stamped yet, but I may have to get it. Anyway, a little pocket I made, out of a bag. An envelope from the kit, and a card, journaling card, with more journaling here and a pretty picture on the front. Okay, on this side of the pocket, I made another little tuck spots, and I found some beautiful images online that I used. Here's a page from the kit that was left over, so that's good for journaling space. Here's one of the little cards from the collection, more journaling space. Okay, and over here, I put in an extra piece of paper that I had stained or dyed. We tuck it in here. There's a glassine bag in which I put some lace on it and this cute little card. And then here's it has a pretty little bronze key on it with the I don't know, it's not Tim Holtz, but the light bulb from Denise's shop, of course. On this side, I did a little stamping, and more over here. I love some of the papers, how they came out this time. As I get more experienced with coffee and tea dyeing and staining. A tag from the kit, and some ephemera. And this is an old Prima. There's several of them that I tucked in here. Prima cards that I had. These colors in this kit are just so beautiful. Daisy Mutual, so I had a daisy here, so I put a stamp. And then we do not remember days, remember moments. That's one I've used in several of my journals. Okay, and then here's another lock and key on a tag in a pocket with some lace on it. Here's the middle of my first signature, my polka dots, another little tuck spot with just a tag, so there's plenty of room to put more things in. And here's a page that I used, one of the flower clusters from the collection, and I just put it on a page that would open up. You can either seal it, the person can seal it if they want to, or just leave it as a flip page. And then there's a tag in it. Or not a tag, a journaling card. And on this side, just made a little fold-up piece of paper that they can journal on. More journaling pages here and here. An embossed doily from Denise's shop. A little bit of polka dots on here and some stamping. Found a lot of little quotes that I thought were appropriate. The person I made this for, I'm trying to not say a lot till she gets it, but she said she was into gardening and she was into birds, so I tried to put that into this collection. Here's a bag. The other side of the other bag, that bag I had, the other side of the bag, excuse me. Here's a pretty image I found. And here's one of the envelopes from the collection with a card in it. And there's journaling on the back, inside. Either way. And on this side, I think they call this is this the Rita Donnelly? I don't even know who Rita is yet. I'll have to get acquainted with her and see her work. Some lace and a bow, Martha Stewart punches. Here's some paper from the collection that I had left over, and a little card with birds on it. And on this page, it's a little doily, and inside I tucked another little bird ticket. Tag with lace, and another little card. On this side, the other side of it, there's some stamping, some lines on my paper, a layaway tag from Denise's shop, a pretty lady I found online with flowers and birds, and a typewriter, because it's for writing in, right? I hope she'll use it. Okay, that's the end of the first signature, so we're going to the second signature. And I just put a big old tag here. And inside, there's a little card from the kit. A spool. And another one of the Prima cards that I had. Did a little stamping and coloring. A pretty pocket, or pretty bag from Denise's shop. I did wink a Stella on the flowers, as I said earlier. Inside, another of the little journaling cards from Prima, and a card for more journaling. More quotes and flowers. Here's another tag, or a pocket from the kit with some lace on it, and a tag on some tracing paper. Now, this is I said online one night that I was going to go try to print on tissue, which I did, and then what did I put over the top? Oh, I used glue that was white glue, and I watered it down a little bit like Sagita suggested. I think it was, yeah. And it got tacky. So my remedy for that was I took a little baby powder, rubbed it over, and it's not quite as tacky now, but I thought it turned out pretty good. So I made this pocket out of a big tag, and it's got 2 sections. Here's a tag from the collection, and then 2 other pieces of ephemera. This is actually like a seed packet. And on this side is one of my little hearts that's made with multiple layers from one of the books I had. I'll put a little rosette here with some, oh gosh, I can never think of the name. You're telling me it, I know you are. But anyway, here's one of the little trinket pins from Tim Holtz with some pearls that I strung onto it. And this is cheesecloth. It finally came to me, and a doily on underneath it all. And some more. Okay, and here's the cards I put in for journaling. You can write on the front or the back on some of these. Okay. Aren't these beautiful images? Look at the color. Okay, did a little bit more stamping and coloring. Another pocket from the collection with some more tags and cards. There you go. This is the center of my second. It really, really got dark this time. This is one of the darkest ones I've had, but I think these turn darker anyway. Okay. Another little paper clip, a tag from, or a pocket from the collection with another saying about gardens and flowers. Birdie in the pocket. And over here, another doily with a circle. Had an extra circle left over, so left it in. Another little birdie, and another place to journal, besides the pages behind them. On this side of the doily tuck, there's some, I love this little gal. She started, well, no, yeah, I started to put her on the cover, but I stayed with photos or images from the collection. Another beautiful image from the collection. And here is a page. This is, I think it was Paula Lemon that mentioned that she goes to Walmart and different places and always looking for really inexpensive journals that she could take apart. Well, this was a really wide one. There's the half. So I just used it, folded it in multiple sections here to make it a pull-out sheet that you can write on. And it comes out pretty sturdy, so it'll be good. Another piece of tracing paper, and another bag from Denise's shop. Pretty, pretty. Okay, and on this side, I have one of the little flip-ups. I don't know who made those. I'm sorry. I'll have to learn that name too. Then there's a little birdie ticket in there, an envelope that I downsized quite a bit. And then I still put a little card in it. Okay, and up here, a couple of more tags. There we go. Another little tuck spot with just a card and a piece of ephemera. End of the second signature, starting the third signature. Another little glassine bag that I put Wink of Stella on, and some ribbon, some lace, and a spool, and a little card from the kit that I downsized. Yeah. More stamping. Love the polka dots on my grid paper. Here's another little pocket, multi-layer pocket with a little flip for writing in it. It's got polka dots on it. Here's my business card that I include in the kit. Here's a little tiny. Now I made these out of tracing paper. I printed right on the tracing paper and made a couple of little envelopes. And then I just put a long piece of paper that I folded up so that there's lots of room to write lists or whatever. There's another little piece of ephemera I found online. Another tag with some, oh, and this is from Denise's shop too, this beautiful eyelash. So, card inside this pocket. This is printed on resume or whatever, resume paper. It's very soft and nice feel to it. I love paper. I'm a paper freak. Like all different kinds of papers. Little stamping from The Secret Garden, graphic 45 stamp. Here's a page from the kit that I just cut down and made a pocket out of on top of this tracing paper. And I couldn't help myself. I put Wink Stella all over it. So it's pretty, it's very smooth. Feels cool. Anyway, here's some ephemera in it about birds, writing. It's a little birdie charm on one of these from Denise's shop. Some vintage lace and some just little bits of this and that. And then a card from the collection. Another flip-up page to journal on. You just tucked it in the little ticket. Bloom and grow. A bird with some eyelash and some more of my crushed tulle, and it has a little bit of glitter in it. And on this side, some more tulle and a flower from the collection. Whoop. Another circle tuck with some birds and some polka dots. Love my polka dots. Tiffany card. I need to get that stamp. Lots of polka dots here. Center of the last signature. Another little pocket that I made using tissue paper. Or no, tracing paper, sorry. The vellum I had was too heavy, or I would have used vellum. Okay, more stamping and a little bird. Look at that, gorgeous flowers. Look at those flowers. I found this online. I thought it was so cute. Little birdies and sunflowers or rudbeckias. Some roses. And then I watched Sagita's tutorial on how to make her little pocket. I had some sprayed peach, and I thought, well, that would, or it's kind of a coral, thought that would look pretty with the collection, so I did it with that. So I did make it, and inside I put this lovely vintage lady out in the morning sun gathering flowers. I thought it was beautiful. And then I made it so that I could put things up at the top as well, so it's open in a pocket there. Birdie darling, another bird, a bird tag with vintage lace, and a card with journaling on the back as well. Some more grid paper with stamping, and the other end of the glassine bag, the little bit of ephemera, or a little ticket actually, with some ribbon, and inside, handled with care, and a spool, and another card with a card inside. There you go. I had so much fun making this for my friend, my online friend. I hope she enjoys it. Here's some more flowers from the kit with some lace on the back of the glassine bag. And then we're at the last page. I did not put anything on this page, thinking that if she wanted to, she could put a pocket from one of the pockets that I put a lot of pockets in this, a lot of envelopes. I mean, she could put an envelope back here. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for coming around and seeing what I've made. Have a good day. Bye-bye.